Hi, and welcome to LumiStitch. My name is Jessica, and in today's episode, I'm going to show you 9 projects that I worked on. 2 of them are fully finishes. And without further ado, let's get started. So, this is my oldest small WIP that I had, and I finished it just a couple of days ago. The reason I stopped stitching on it, if you're familiar with Lucan fabric, 123 Stitch has it. It's kind of like has 50% linen, but the horizontal stripes, the ones that are going that way, they're thicker, and the vertical ones going this way, you cannot almost see them, and I was seeing in diagonal. So I just put it away, and then I picked it up just a few days ago, and I was able to see, but it was still hard to see. I really hated stitching on this fabric. I think it's like the worst fabric for me. Like, I don't know anybody else who's stitching on Lucan. I bought this fabric when I first started cross stitching, and that's why. I mean, I still have some pieces of this Lucan fabric. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I don't want to start another project on it. So that was a 32 count Lucan, maybe 28 count Lucan would be better. And I like the neutral color, that's why I bought it. And it's like a little bit cheaper than linen. And I thought, okay, give it a try, but no, it's not worth it. And I just finished with some cotton fabric from Hobby Lobby that I bought a while ago. And I just close it up with invisible thread using invisible stitch. Let's move on. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this right here was a freebie by Not Forgotten Farm. It was from 2013. You can still find it online. Just put freebie, Not Forgotten Farm, Valentine basket, and you'll be able to pull up a PDF. Next one is another Finnish. This is Eggplants, and this is by Eastern European designer. Her name is Tatiyana Sharova, and this particular one, I actually saw a picture of her. She had like a whole basket of eggplants, and she was just sketching them, and then she drew that. That's just like real art. I mean, the amount of detail on this is essentially is like a full coverage, 40 by 40, lots of backstitch, but she has like PDF, and she also has a cross stitch saga app file. So I was able easily to do the backstitch. The backstitch seems like a breeze on Saga app because I finally figured out how to properly highlight and see the preview. Like it gives you like a colorful, um, unmarked view, and then you can go not just by stitches and location where you are, kind of like blindly like I used to do. You can really see which part of the chart you are. And I did a little experiment. So this is 14 count Aida from DMC kit that I had, one of those when I came from Missouri, the gas station one, I think it came from that. So it was a big like piece, and I didn't want to cut it because I wanted to comfortably stitch in Q snaps. So I left so much fabric that I try a different way. I fold it in half. I'm gonna show all these little snaps that I took yesterday of pictures. A little bit of a process. So I fold this first in half, then I sew the two pieces together like this, and then I opened up the seams, um, ironed this, and went over another stitch right here. And basically you get like a pillow like this, not stuffed and it's closed up, right? So you take a seam ripper and just go between here a little bit, or on the side under the actual fold, and you open it up, you fold it out so you don't have like rough edges cut out, and you can just do like invisible stitch, like you with invisible thread or the same color thread, you go line here, line there, line here, line there, like straight, right? But close to the edge. And then when you get to the end, you just pull the string real hard, the floss or the thread, and it comes out very clean. Although I don't think mine came out a little bit wonky because I was trying to finish it so fast. I did 2 finishes yesterday, and like 2 FFOs. I actually picked up and finished another project. So it was kind of like was so tired. I worked on these things all day and I just wanted to be done. This is Teresa Kogut. I stitch, and this is a free chart. You can just put in Google Teresa Kogut I stitch freebie and it will pop up, and it's a free PDF download. So I think I've seen a lot of people stitch that, not like a huge amount, but enough. Um, and I stitched this on 32 count linen. That's just some light gray. It's not hand dyed or anything. And I got all the called for colors, but then I kind of confused this color right here, and I thought I didn't have it, and I grabbed the wrong color, but I didn't want to frog it, so I just left it like this. So yesterday I put in additional 500 stitches, and I said like, let's just finish it. So this whole tomato and her legs was like over 500 stitches because I started her like in August of 2025, and I was ready to be done. In the original picture, she has like lighter hair. I think maybe Teresa Kogut kind of tried to like her own interpretation, like her hair color, because she has a lighter hair color. It kind of looked like her, like a dirty blonde hair. But I did change the hair. It came out tad darker than I wanted because I didn't have the right floss and I didn't want to run to the store. Yeah, I think it turned out great. I know I have so little margins right here, but that's like I think I had a scrap of this fabric and I didn't want to like throw it away, so I just used it. I can still make a beautiful like a project bag, or you can even make a throw pillow if you sew like a big edges on here. Like it can be like a pillow cover for like a sofa or something. Or you can also frame it. I love it. The next WIP, I'm keeping it in this bag. This is the bag I made. I do have some bags in my shop. I do restock them, but I don't have that many. They sell out pretty fast because, you know, it's very time consuming to make them and all these things. So I kit it up with all the called for DMC. And I'm stitching this on, this is like equivalent to 28 count. This is a Zweigart fabric. This is actually a punch needle cloth, but they sell it like a piece 19 by 24, but I think in the package when you actually measure it, it's like 19 by 21, and it's only like $6.99 at Hobby Lobby. So I overdyed it with some tea, and I think it turned out great because I love how the needle goes through on 28 count. With DMC, I don't have to strain my eyes, but sometimes I like a higher count. I do have one project on 40 count though. And I think this is um, such a beautiful chart. I did put in 493 stitches and the percent is 18.49. I did work in this area right here, and I love this web because you can just stitch one motif, like, or if you stitch one night half a motif, another night another half, and it already feels like a finish. You already have like the whole bird. And if you have not purchased this, I highly recommend this. This is not sponsored or anything, but Lila's studio is has some amazing charts on Etsy. The next project is a full coverage, and this is the only full coverage in this video, and this is HAED. So I'm keeping this in this bag that I made a while ago, And this is like 14 by 12 size, but obviously it's not big enough. So this is a max color chart, and I kit it up with painting fairy floss. And this is like Egyptian cotton floss, the same, it's harvested from the same region as the DMC, and they're only 30 cents a skein. I do have a link for it to Painting Fairy QR code right here in the link below. And you can also use my coupon LUMI5 to get 5% off. And it's free shipping over $49. So what I do, I get like when I want to kit something big up, I just order all the floss there because it's almost 2.5 times cheaper than DMC, and it's amazing. So this is where I am now. I'm gonna put the before picture up here, and I did put in 1,177 stitches. This was a lot because it's a max color, regular size chart, and there's so many color changes. And oh my golly, there's so much confetti, like you can see, but there was also confetti in here that you cannot really tell. So the guitar, I think, had the least confetti, but it took me days and days to fill in the little spots. I filled in all these little spots from the last time and on the radio right here, but the result is so much better than the 89 colors regular charts that they have. I do have a switch shop right here. This is the one that I have, and it's so much easier to stitch, but the result is not the same. So you pick what you want. So right now, this chart, the size is in stitches 352,000 something, and I did put in the percentage wise. I am sitting at 2.32%, and this is 8,193 stitches. I did start this like July 11th of last year. I do want to eventually pick up a speed on it, but this is why I'm trying to finish all the little ones so I can focus more on the bigger pieces because they're gonna be stitched for a while for sure. And I'm stitching on 18 count Aida that I grid as I go, and this is just heat erasable pan. So when I do regrid it, sometimes I erase this going over just like with a hot iron. You can go on the back or just partially. Yeah. The next one is going to be by Barbara Anna, New World 2. This is the oldest bag I have, and I was just kitting it up, DMC, whatever, like um, on this little different floss drops. When I first start changing them, I just kind of put them on here. I think most of them, some of them on the bobbins, and they're not the cold for. I was just getting whatever colors I wanted, and I'm stitching this on 14 count Aida that I hand dyed. And this is the Apolescent Aida that I hand dyed. I think the color was emerald in red dye. So these are the beautiful animals. I did not put that many stitches on it. I think I only put, let me see how much, 128 stitches, but this chart is small. I'm almost at 47%, so more than halfway done. I folded the fabric. It goes both ways, but this chart does have a lot of color changes, and since I did do my own color conversion as I go, it takes a minute to figure out which color I need to do next. Just let's take a closer look. I think this is very fun chart to stitch. I already stitched one of the charts from the series, and this chart is actually called Deep in the Forest. Just take a moment to enjoy the stitching. I love 14 count Apollos and Aida because um, it just comes out so nice looking. I do have some Eden in my Etsy shop. It's not opalescent, but I do have a lot of 14 count that I just recently restocked, and I'm gonna put it at the end of the video. The next chart is Happy Town, and this is almost all the cold for colors, and this are, I believe some of them are Painting Fairy and some of them are DMC, and this is my own chart. It's right here now. It's released on Etsy and it is currently on sale. I'm gonna put the before picture somewhere around there. And this is how far I got. I did work in that store. This is a craft store right here. So I added the roof and I think I filled in some more color. I might have worked a little bit right here too. I know I finished the 3, I think. So right now my percent on this is 43.43%, and stitch count so far 4,140 stitches. And this is I'm stitching this on 14 count Aida. This was just some of those old kits I pulled out, and it's starch, but when I wash it, it's gonna be soft. And this chart is also available in my Etsy shop, like I said earlier. The next one is a Sled stocking that I'm keeping in this bag, also made by me a while ago. And let's get it out. So let me show you the preview. So this was the original kit that I purchased. This is Dimensions. I think this is Gold Collection, yeah. And this is such a beautiful chart. Just look at that. So I started this chart last year. So I'm just using all the materials. And this is stitched on 16 count Aida. This is Dove Gray. And I started from the top. I did add actually a lot of stitches. This is mostly half stitched, and I had to go over the amount of stitches. Cross stitch saga counts is not visually the same because for each half stitch it counts as a only for each 2 squares it counts like 1 square stitched. So this is all that I added, and you can see this is the silhouette of the trees, and this would be ducks right here flying. And let me give you a statistic on that. Just gonna look at my notes. So I added 891 half stitches. So my percentage on this is 16.31% and 4,149 stitches. This in the middle actually has different colors. So this looks like shadows on the side. This is all different colors. And some of the colors you can barely see, but they are there. And I'm looking to work on this maybe a little bit more this year. This is my last WIP. After this one, I'm gonna show you like just some extras, what I want from other people's Flosstube, what's in my store, and some nature. And I do have a little pet, very tiny pet, but yeah, I'm gonna put it at the end, so stay tuned if you want to see what kind of pet I have. Okay, so this is a Dimensions like a pillow. It's needlepoint, but it's like has a printed canvas. It's not like one of those that are hand painted, and it has all this acrylic thread. They're not like yarn, but they do look like yarn, but you do have to separate them like a DMC. Sorry about that. You do have to separate them. They do come on these little things, and they come like in a 3. So you would stitch with 1, but I usually double it, and you do like a 10 stitch. And last time I was right here, and let's take a look at it where I'm at now. So this is a 16 by 16 inches pillow. This is on 12 count mesh, has 22 colors, and I just added more stitches. I think I worked in the sleeve and added this black color right here. Um, this stamping is has like so many color changes there, so I was kind of scared to go there, so I did more black, and some of them really ghosty, so you have to play like a guessing game. I would literally like grab this and try to like go against the color, see if it's the same color. But you know, pretty much if you make a small mistake, you know, the colors is very similar to the one that's supposed to be there. It's not a biggie. So yeah, I love this project and I do want to continue working on it. The next, I'm going to show you what bag I won from a Flosstuber, my friend Marcy from AmniconStudio. This was such a surprise. I was laughing so hard because she just bought a bag from me and I went to watch her floss too. I won. It was too funny. Okay, this is very beautiful bag. Look at this fabric, so beautiful. So I'm definitely gonna put something in here. And besides that, this bag came with this little like a thread bed. It's very sturdy. I like the kind of fusible fleece she used on here. Very sturdy. And she sent me this cute little sweet card. I appreciate it, Marcy. So cute and springy. And a few project cards. She always has this in her bag. I think this is very nice so you don't forget like I did on the pillow. Then I had to use Google Lens to see who that chart was by. Because you know I had the chart and then I thought, well, it's taking too much space, so I cut the bottom and then that's where the name was. Yeah. So much for that. All right, next I'm gonna show you what's new in my
Etsy.
and I'm excited to show you I did make a project portfolio and it's set of 4. So this is a watermelon portfolio, has a magnetic magnet here, right? Closure just snaps on. This is a cover button that I handmade just for that. All this binding is sewn manually by hand. So you can see how nice it is. This is a striped fabric from Teresa Kogut, and this is a blackbird. And I do have I was opening this, so you can see this is nicely enclosed, has some re-crack. This is just some ribbon. And this is a quilted bag. It's a nice thick foam. So there is 2 pockets here and then 2 here. So you can store 4 projects in this one. So it has my little logo that I sew on by hand. Also, this is a set. So it does come with other things. This right here. So this is 4x8. It has a blackbird in the back and watermelon fabric, also in all enclosed. Very nice stitching right there, and has a cute crack. And all these zippers are YKK zippers. And I also handmade other accessories. I'm gonna take this out. This is a custom made cover button magnet. This is very, very strong. It has this huge thick earth magnet inside and this cute magnet on the back of a smaller size. Also, I handmade this beautiful pin. This is let's see how big that is. Hold on. We're gonna measure how long that is. I think it's about 3 inches. Is it 3 inches? Yeah, this is a 3 inch long. So right here, this is right here, the bottom of it is the metal. Then we have a just pearl. So then the acrylic bead, then with some I think it's like either glass or AB crystals. This one is a real um, glass bead, like a hand blown glass. This is AB beads, but they're acrylic, and this bead right here is also a glass bead. And I just have a little cover at the bottom, like those for the earrings, so you don't poke yourself. So this is like a full set, and it is on sale now. The sale is gonna be only like a flash sale, I think 24 or 48 hours. So if you want it, you can go there and get that. And I just want to show you this bag right here. This is the only one that's left, patriotic one that's left in my Etsy shop. I made the other one, it's sold, and this is 25% off. So it comes with a pin, with a cute little needle minder, and this nice beautiful bag. So this is my 14 count Aida that I dyed. I did do a little bit smaller pieces, so those of you who are not sure if they like my fabric, this fabric right here, the 14 count, is soft Aida. It's not that really hard one. See, I can just go ahead and okay, let's get started with it. I'll just show you. They're such a fun colors. I'm just gonna go pretty quick. And each one with a tag. What you see is what exactly you get. It's not, I dyed by small amounts, so each one is unique. This is hydrangea. I don't know, I forgot to tell you the names. This is coral A. Sometimes I'll put like numerical or the alphabet letters because they're almost the same, but they're not. They might be lighter or darker. And this one is mermaid. I think this is like the most closest to mermaid that I have in my Etsy shop, but I'm planning to dye more 16 count Aida that's in mermaid. This is orchid. I love these colors. This is cabos, and a lot of times when I look on in my shop, the colors don't do the justice. They are so much prettier in person than on a picture, especially. Next one is azalea, and this is all for my Etsy shop. The next part of the video is gonna be my new releases, and I'm just gonna put them on the screen right here. I have quite a few what I released since the last Flosstube. Some of them were actually released before the last Flosstube, but I just have not published them. So that will include that. So for the 250th of the America, I designed this chart. It's a freebie, it's a patriotic freebie. It's 72 by 69 stitches. It only uses 8 DMC colors, a very quick stitch, and it's available on my Ko-Fi, and it's gonna be code right here and also in description box below. Follow me on Ko-Fi. It does not cost anything, and I do have a lot of free charts on there, so you can just take advantage of that. The next one is chicken and strawberries right here. And this one was popular. It is on my Etsy shop and my Ko-Fi. And currently all of my charts on Etsy are 25% off. So chickens and strawberries is such a fun chart to stitch. It's 86 by 86, only has 10 DMC colors. And one of the popular YouTubers purchased my chart. I'm not going to say who because I want her to share it herself before I announce it, because I don't know if she wants me to share that information. And the next one for the cat lovers, it's called Oh Pickles, and Oh Pickles is like an American idiom that means like trouble or you're in trouble, something like nutty. And this orange cat, he's a nutty cat. He got in a pickle jar, so it's like a double idiom. He's actually doing it with the pickles. And that one is also available on my Etsy and on my Ko-Fi shop. Next one is Spookyville. I designed this I think a couple months ago, but have not released, wasn't released yet. So that one is 140 stitches wide by 75 stitches high. And that one is available in my Etsy shop. Next one is Waiting for Santa. It's 100 by 100 by 75 stitches, and I love this one. The Santa is inside his gingerbread house and little elves. So if you like elves, definitely go check that. It's only exclusive to my Etsy shop. And the next one is Cozy Days. There are two charts, chart 1 and 2 each, and they're very small. They would be very cute ornaments, and I'm planning to stitch them like closer to the holidays, because right now I have so much to stitch. Next one is Snowman City. This was kind of spin-off from a Spookyville. I decided to also, because I love snowman, to just design a chart with the snowman. And this snowman chart is also exclusive to my Etsy shop. And the last chart is Peacock and Lemons. And this chart was inspired by me driving through Los Angeles County in San Pedro, California, and I had happened to see Peacock cross the road. There was like a whole family of them, and that's all the new releases that I have. Next, I'm gonna show you my secret pet, and it's Kikiriki. Enjoy. Yes, she was broody yesterday. Oh my god, you see. As soon as I approached her, she started being broody. She was screaming like so hard yesterday. Next, I'm gonna show you some nature. This is a Canadian geese. She got off her nest, and you can see she's picking up some sticks and just munching on some grass. There were other nests, but unfortunately raccoons have gotten to them. There were about maybe 2 or 3 nests or more destroyed that we saw. It's very unfortunate, but it happens. This is Jacaranda trees in bloom. They bloom every spring. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching.